Wait. Wait. No, 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 no. We need to. No, no, no. We need to add to 1 there. That needs to happen. Yeah, so we can't really do that. So, explain. If I go add to 1, it's fine on a first turn. We need to be adding to the higher number. So it needs to go add to 1, copy from 1. Take 6, add it to 12. Take 6, add it to, right? I mean, yes, it's 4s and 2s you can multiply by 2, right? By squaring it. But that's not, I think, gonna work if this number is odd. Well, not even odd, right? If it's 6, it's not gonna work. I forgot how it's called. To be honest, I never knew how it's called. Probably I did in school somewhere. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure where I could lose 1. I think that's something because it's 1 step. I think I have it in specific ones. Which ones are 0? As I said, which number is higher makes sense a lot. But I don't think it makes sense here. Because the checking which number higher is adding so much steps. That's not paying off. Okay, let's focus a little bit more on zeros. We are inboxing first number. If it's 0, we outbox the 0, inboxing second number to clear it, and then we start all over. I think that's fine. Can we save a step there? We could. Probably not. Because if I let it go through this, it's gonna add more steps. So that's a smart job. Because, yeah, we need to inbox again. There is no other way. I could let it go through this, but... Can I move this here? That's a big repeat. I don't feel I should add anything to there. Like this. Because it's gonna do it again in loop, again in loop. Because when you pick it up here, you can technically add it to another, copy it too. Like here, but... Does feel wrong. Where we could save that is probably if we do it opposite. I don't think in this case, like, if you do it opposite, right now the second number is countdown. If I did it opposite, I think it would be much worse because the first number is a bigger one. But it could save. Maybe some steps. Oof. Yeah, that's I agree that we are here doing way too much. But I don't think... There is this copy to 1 that makes some sense to be moved. But that's... I cannot know up ahead if the second one is 0. This 0 on 0, 0, I don't think it's gonna help me some. Let's watch it slow. So what we are looking for, that's 0. Oh, I think it's fine. Yep. That's a direct. That's a beautiful one. The first one 0, just do it. Clear the 2. Go. To be honest, this is working perfect. Here is the one where we can have one last step. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Absolutely not sure where we can have one last step here. I might be looking wrong. Maybe this is the max you can get from this setup and we needed something different to go to that one. But it feels so close that there should be a necessary step here. Yeah, this is good. It's not copy anything, it's output. They are both in good spots. Okay. One logical thing here is to lose this drum. That's one step. That's the only thing I can think right now. Go to the third one for this, because we are moving a lot. Wait, where that was? But okay, that's still, we need to do this copy from. Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't know, did I have it up? I think it should be fine. Yep. Let's see, did that save one step or not, because I'm not sure. May added steps. Yeah, added steps. That did make some sense. Why it added steps though? If second one is, they're just outputs. Now I need to figure out why it added steps. Because the jump. More time this happens than second one being 0. Which is telling that the average is not really average. Maybe it is. It is probably. Like, what I'm saying is... Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the list here is not total sample. They're probably taking average from much bigger sample. But I don't know how they're doing that. I think they said something like that in the beginning, but... Because... I mean, you can probably squeeze this somewhere else. But... I'm not sure I think this is a solution. I mean, it's obviously not. Because now we need to cut the 4 numbers and I don't see it. Yeah, even this doesn't make sense, because when you look at this one, if the 0, outbox, inbox. If the second one is 0, you go output it and go start a new round, right? But on this case, if the second one is 0, you output it, then you go jump and then out. So if the second one is 0, you have +1. After each of these, when there is no zeros, you have to jump once again. That's where the 4 comes. But that's the wrong choice. So you are jumping once here in the first moment of the game and never again. Can I fit this up? How? I don't think we can fit multiples up. To cut this jump, right? That's what we are thinking. Can I move this somewhere out and not interfere with everything else? It's scary. So, that is copying. This one is hard to figure out. I mean, everything is hard, but... I still want to go back to this. I just don't think it's gonna make solution. But it's good to check it since we're kind of down on ideas. But it makes sense somewhat is this. Because we have a necessary action the way we do it. No, that's not whatever. I was thinking using that 0. But then I can't use something that exists on the field because it's not reset after every 2 numbers. I would have to reset it, and that's... There is 0 on countdown. No, that would be... No. This one is hard. This game is gonna be extremely hard. When we're stuck like this, what I should do, exit and do another run and then come back. But what that's gonna look like is continuation of this, which might help us, but probably not. But it might help us. Usually restarting and coming back solves the stuff. Sometimes. Short breaks help. Or longer. But they tend to help. That's a tricky one. I'm thinking, can we do something else with this, but it's not coming to mind. Because of this, can't do it like that. No, we have to have it. We have to have it because of this one. And we need to add to that in the loop. If we add it to 0, we lose the 0. Or the first number. I could do this. This one is plus, terrible plus, but plus. This one is equal. How would you mark a countdown? What's the symbol for countdown? It's like a clock, right? Terrible. Need a eraser here. It's not too much. I guess it makes sense. I don't know why. I'm making a break, by the way. Why I'm painting doing this, right? It does make sense. It does make a lot of sense to do this. This is a terrible looking one. Can't even tell because they cut it. That's what makes it weird. Maybe make it longer. They just make it longer. I'm thinking, are they gonna give space? Fine. You know what I mean. Okay, back to this. Oh, they're not marked in other ones. That's cool. Is this helpful? I'm not sure. Like, it's confusing. Doesn't really make that much sense that this is equal sign, even if I did the bottom one perfect. I don't know why I don't like equal sign. It's too thick. Too thick. That's terrible. Got the picture. Like equal sign. It's too big too. Nothing makes sense with this equal sign. You know the drill. So, I'm not sure that I like these signs. I think they're confusing. The numbers were... maybe easier for explanation. Okay, where we can skip one step. Where we have one step that we don't need. I think this makes sense to stay. This is only logic I can somewhat see that has potential. I also really don't like these pluses. I like the numbers. Numbers make more sense for my brain. You are, if the first number is 0, I can add more. If the first number is 0, inbox again and then do this, but that's adding extra function. I don't think I can make this shorter. can't hold the... I can't work with that. It's killing me. It's popping up too much. That's also a thing with white background. Different, the black, it's not like this brownish, gray brownish color. This is hard. This is very hard. Not like trying to think if we can skip a certain... Since it's one, I mean, it doesn't need to be one step, right? That we learned that from previous one. We went one under. So you can go probably quite a bit under, or somewhat, under the task, whatever they call it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, into zeros. It does make most sense. My logic still goes that this moving up would avoid the jump. The thing is, I don't think it will. Well, I'm also going to the zeros because I'm counting on this as a sample. You only have one situation when the zero is second and one situation when the zero is first. This is... Where am I having unnecessary step? Where we can save in this specific situation a step? Well, obviously at copy 0, copy 1, there is two steps. If it's 0, they are not needed.